This is the story of the last-born hunter. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of an ancient forest, there lived a powerful tribe of hunters. They were known for their courage, their skill with a bow and arrow, and their deep connection to the wilderness. Among them was the last-born son of the chief. Unlike his older brother, he wasn't strong or fierce, but he had a kind heart and a curious mind. One day, while exploring the forest, he came across something unusual. A small cassowary chick, barely bigger than a football. Its parents were nowhere to be found, and the little bird was all alone. Despite the warnings of his tribe that the cassowaries were dangerous and aggressive, the last-born hunter felt a pang of sympathy for the chick. He took it back to the village, and despite the protests of the tribal elder, he decided to raise the bird as his own. He named her Kasu, and every day he would sneak out of the village to practice hunting with her. As the years passed, Kasu grew bigger and stronger, but she never forgot the kindness of the last-born hunter. She would often preen his hair and bathe his wounds when he came back from the hunt. The villagers, who had been wary of her, began to warm up to her, and even the tribal elders had to admit that she was a magnificent bird. Her feathers shone like polished bronze, and her casque, or the bony knob on top of her beak, was a rich, dark chocolate. But Cassio was not just beautiful, she was also fiercely protective of her adoptive family. When a group of men from a neighboring tribe came to exchange prisoners, one of them made a disrespectful remark about Cassio. In a flash, she spread her wings, revealing a pair of piercing red eyes. With a deafening screech, she swooped down and scratched him with her sharp claws, sending him sprawling to the ground. The men from the other tribe were shocked by the cassowary's ferocity, and they quickly apologized and retreated. From that day on, Cassio became known throughout the land as the most beautiful and ferocious cassowary. But for the last-born hunter, she would always be just Kasu, the little cassowary chick he had found so many years ago. One day, while they were hunting together, Kasu suddenly stopped in her tracks and let out a series of loud, mournful cries. The last-born hunter, who understood the language of birds, knew that she was calling for help. Following her cries, they found a wounded eagle stuck in a hunter's trap. The last-born hunter carefully freed the eagle, and as a reward, the great bird took him and Cassie on her back and flew them over the tops of the trees. It was the most wonderful experience of his life. And as he soared through the air, he realized that he loved Cassie more than anything in the world. In that moment, the eagle granted his wish, and as they landed, Cassie transformed into a young, beautiful girl. The two of them looked at each other in amazement, and then, without hesitation, the last-born hunter swept her off her feet and married her. They lived happily ever after, deep in the heart of the ancient forest.